Hi everyone, thanks for watching my video on my assignment 1 for our Art 371 class, painting with transparent objects. For this assignment, when I was first thinking what can I do, what do I want to do, the fact that I really enjoy wine came to mind, and wine glasses. So I started looking around at my wine and wine glasses and trying to get an idea of what I wanted to do. And I was first thinking, oh, a wine glass with wine in it, and trying to take a photograph of that ended up being problematic. In my house, the lighting is a very yellow cast in many cases, so trying to get the lighting right wasn't working out well. And I was finally able to get the picture I got by taking a photo right about noon, actually, where the sun was coming through my big picture window in the living room, and I was able to have the sunlight be my main lighting focus to help really get that shadowing and being able to see the glass. I ended up, since it was noon, not partaking of wine and having wine in the glass, at least not then, and putting the wine bottle in there. I did ask people in my family, oh, hey, what do you think of this? Because something felt a little bit off. And they said, well, you should put something more in it. It doesn't feel quite complete to them when they saw my setup for taking my photo. And that's when I thought wine and cheese. And I put my little wedge of cheese out in front of my wine bottle with my wine glass to set up the shoot for this transparent object painting that we were doing. Another thing I thought about was the fact that I have really nice, just plain wine glasses, but I also have some very phenomenal wine glasses that have writing on them, and trying to paint in all the writing on one of my favorite wine glasses. We got this particular wine glass last summer when we did our trip to Napa for Patrick's birthday. Camus Vineyards, Napa, if you get a chance, go, they're amazing. So I decided that plain glass, especially since I'm still learning and trying to feel my way around painting with the objects, would be the best way to go. So the clear glass it was. I also went through our wine bottles and tried to figure out which one would be good to paint. I ended up picking the Tamber Bay wine bottle. It has the horse on it. That one was a little complicated to paint, but it had minimal lettering, and the cheese actually covered up the wine bottle bottom where it has the Cabernet and the other lettering, so I only had to worry about being able to get the name Tamber Bay and the horse done on the bottle, which made things a lot more simple. Instead of choosing something like the bottle I have here with all the minute letters, the netting, that I thought would be problematic, which was another reason to go definitely with the bottle I ended up with. The other thing I was pondered and thought about a lot was the backdrop. To be able to see through the glass to the backdrop, but have it be something that you could see and helped bring focus to the glass and its transparency versus being too busy. But I did want it to have some interest, and my daughter has a blanket that's really bright colors on one side, but just a nice, pretty, bright mossy green on the back. It's a fuzzy blanket. It has a really faint chevron pattern in it. That's what I ended up choosing in my final photo. The left side, it kind of faded out with the shadowing and with the light, but on the right side we could see it. So in my picture, you'll see the little bit of chevroning that I did over to the right side. And the colors, it's really tone on tone, so it was trying to get the colors where it was just a little bit darker for the chevrons than the actual green of the blanket. And that's what I ended up doing for my particular transparent object. Thank you for listening.